Have you ever been handed a new tool in a brand new process and somehow the work got slower? It happens more often than people admit. A new platform launches with great excitement, but weeks later the team is frustrated. A tracker gets rolled out, and within a month, no one touches it. A status process gets layered onto another status process until people are reporting on the reporting instead of moving the work forward. This is the trap of the digital-first workplace. The promise of efficiency collides with the reality of confusion. And when that happens, leaders lose credibility, teams lose momentum, and the work loses meaning. This is what I've seen again and again. Technology helps only when people use soft skills to right-size it. Hey everyone, it's Natasia, and I help leaders, professionals, and purpose-driven individuals step into visibility with confidence, clarity, and encouragement. So let's get back into it. When I began leading a new project, this challenge showed up immediately. Because we were a mixed team, we had different backgrounds, different experiences, different companies, different platforms. Reporting quickly became a mess. The quick fix was to have every team member fill out a weekly form to capture their tasks. So on paper, it looked thorough, but in practice, it created nothing but frustration. Updates were inconsistent, people duplicated efforts, and it was hard to tell where the real risks were. So I shifted the process. Instead of dozens of individual updates, I held a weekly meeting with team leads. Together, we built a status report that captured task progress, upcoming tasks, risks, and we flagged the points where the client needed to make decisions. That one adjustment did more than just clean up our reporting. It eliminated busy work for the team, it created clarity for leadership, and it helped us brief the client in real time. So the key wasn't a new platform, it was applying the soft skills that make any system work, which is sense making, communication, and stewardship. So let's begin with sense making. That's our first skill. Our jobs as leaders are not to follow more trackers or dashboards. Our jobs are to create clarity. Before adding anything new, ask 3 questions. What decision will this help us make? Who will actually use it and how often? What will we stop doing once it's in place? On my project, we were tracking everything, dozens of tasks, endless updates, but no real insight. By shifting to a leader-level report that focused on task in progress, upcoming task risks, and the points where the client needed to make decisions, we turned noise into clarity. So that's using sense-making to turn technical clutter into a valuable tool with insight. It's the ability to filter what matters from what doesn't. When leaders use judgment to strip away noise, they earn trust. And when trust is high, tools become enablers instead of burdens. Let's talk about the next skill, communication. So digital tools often create complex conversations. If you ever left a meeting with 10 different interpretations of the same update, you know what I mean. The solution is simple. So we start with define the problem in plain language. Confirm what success looks like this week. Share 1 page or 1 slide instead of 10. Replace long report outs with a short rhythm such as what changed, what's blocked, what's next. In my project, the weekly team lead meeting did more than just streamline reporting. It gave us a single shared message. That same update aligned the team, it kept leadership informed, and it fed directly into the client briefing. 1 conversation, 3 outcomes. And that's the power of communication. It cuts through the noise. So people don't relax when they see dashboards, they relax when they hear or when they see clarity. Clear words, consistent updates, and simple formats move work faster than any tool ever will. All right, so let's get into this next skill, stewardship and boundaries. So digital work is fluid, requirements shift, and stakeholders want more. But without stewardship and boundary setting, teams drown under the weight of all of those add-ons. And stewardship means guiding change with intention. It's not about rejecting tools, it's about testing them wisely, reviewing what works, and letting go of what doesn't. So in our case, the weekly form was a heavy lift that added no value. By sunsetting it and replacing it with a single streamlined report, we reduced noise and increased impact. And that was stewardship simply at play, protecting the team from waste while still meeting the client's needs. And boundaries matter here too. It's tempting to say yes to every request for another metric, another tracker, another update. But leadership isn't about saying yes to everything. It's about saying yes to outcomes and no to waste. Leaders who steward change well build resilience. They show their teams that change is manageable, that processes can adapt, and that their energy is valued. Here's what I want you to take away from this. As leaders, we may feel pressured to try new tools or asked to track more things, but what is needed is leveraging the soft skills. It's sense making, communication, stewardship, and boundaries. When you right size with soft skills, any tool we use is going to come out on top. So ask yourself today, where can I remove a step? Where can I shorten a meeting? Where can I retire a tracker that no one uses? Because when you lead with those soft skills, tools stop being the story. And that is what keeps your influence strong in a digital first world. If this was helpful, I share practical leadership tools and simple systems you can use right away. Subscribe, share, and let me know one process you plan to simplify this week. Take care.